and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great, it's gonna be fantastic, and we are gonna go in with positive thoughts. And you won't let me read my book. So I finished Crave. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sam. If you're not new here, welcome back to another reading vlog. I feel like it's been a minute since I've done just like a regular reading vlog. I've been traveling a lot and we've had a lot going on. I've been doing a lot of like challenges and book recommendations and different things like that. So I thought we would just kind of bring things back to like a little chill weekend reading vlog. I am kind of recovering from being sick on vacation and starting a new medication, so we're gonna kind of take it really chill this weekend. Just kind of trying to reset, get back into a routine, and I haven't updated y'all on like a lot of life things recently, so I thought we could chat, and then I have some really exciting reading to do and 3 dogs to watch. So this will be fun. So life updates, just a couple of things. I got a new job, so I start a week from Monday. So today's Friday, so I have like the rest of this weekend and then a week, and then I start my new job. I don't want to talk too much about it yet until like I actually start it and make sure I like it and everything, and then we can chat. But I am kind of excited about it. I think it's going to be really great for me. So that's happening. I had to buy a whole new wardrobe for it. Not like a whole, I bought like a capsule-y-ish wardrobe, because this job requires me to dress business professional, which their dress code says business professional, but then when they like outline it, it's really like, I don't know, somewhere between business casual and business professional in my opinion. But I didn't own anything like that at all, so we might be doing like a whole outfit haul or something. So that was fun. I've never had to dress like that, so I'm kind of excited about it for now. We'll see how it goes. Other than that, so Colorado trip. Colorado trip was fantastic. We love Colorado. It is one of our favorite places to visit. And we actually got really, really great photos this year. That's one of my big things. I don't vlog Colorado ever because my focus is really on getting photos, and it's just too hard to focus on photos and video all at the same time, and it's too chaotic for me. So Colorado trip really focuses on the photos, and we got some of the best photos we've ever taken this year, and I am so happy with them. And it's something that like I mostly share on like my personal Instagram, but I thought I would share with y'all a little bit. So these 2 photos are my favorite photos that we took. We took these in San Isabel National Park over by Lake Isabel down this little trail. It's supposed to lead to a natural water slide, but the river was too high. We couldn't get across it to get to the water slide, but we took these photos and they're incredible. I love them. I am not naturally a photogenic person. It's something that I've really had to work at to take nice photos. So I'm really, really happy that these actually turned out nice. And I'm even more excited that my husband took nice photos with me and they turned out nice, because this is how photos with him usually go. That's our normal, that's normally what I get from him. The fact that I actually got nice photos from him this year is so great. So those were my favorite photos from my favorite day, but we did also take really nice photos at the paint mines. So these are some nice photos that we took as well that I really, really enjoyed. I love the paint mines, and I really like the jeans I'm wearing in this. These are my favorite pair of jeans, and this was the first time I'd worn them. So these will become a staple in my closet this fall, most likely. So that's just kind of a few photos from Colorado because I'm excited and I like to share them. Second life update, my husband and I are in the very beginning stages of buying our first home, so that comes with its own stressors. That comes with a book buying ban while we are kind of getting funds together and everything, and a lot of other things. So that has been taking up a lot of my mental energy recently. And those are the 2 big things. Those are the 2 big things that have been happening since the last time I really talked to y'all about anything specific. So let's talk reading. My September TBR is much, much smaller than my August TBR. I think I have like 9 or 10 books on it, which is perfect, honestly, because it does give me some room to mood read. So I've been thinking a lot about what I wanted to read. It's September 2nd. I started reading Demelza yesterday. I only got like 11 pages in, and I just really couldn't concentrate. And part of that is because I have ADHD. I am not medicated for it, so I kind of like self-medicate with caffeine. in the form of Mountain Dew, which I know is not the healthiest thing that I could be doing, but that's what I've been doing. But when I got sick, I couldn't handle the carbonation from the soda. It just was not sitting well, so I wasn't drinking any Mountain Dew, and I don't like coffee, so I was just kind of suffering. And I think that this whole week, since I wasn't drinking any caffeine, I was just like so easily distracted, and I would just like find myself staring off into space, or like cycling through TikTok, or just like pacing the house, and it was just kind of like a nightmare, and I couldn't like actually sit down and focus on any books. So I did read 11 pages yesterday, but I think for this particular reading vlog, what I really want to do is kind of focus on a series, and I have a specific series that I want to read. And y'all know, if you have been here for any length of time, how scared I am to finish this series. So I started the first book of the series, read the whole first book, obsessed with it, absolutely devoured it, read it in like a day and a half, was absolutely addicted to this book. And then I got like a third of the way through the second book, and I put the book down for like a minute. Happened to go on TikTok in that minute and see a spoiler for the whole series. And I'm not one of those people who like hate spoilers all that much. Like, I really don't mind knowing a lot of things going into a book. I am a booktuber. I watch a lot of booktube. I see a lot of like TikToks and Bookstagram and different things like that. Like, I generally go into books already knowing a lot of things, or knowing nothing. There really is no in between for me. I either go in completely blind because somebody I trusted recommended it, or I go in knowing half the plot already. And that's just kind of how it works for me. So like, spoilers don't generally bother me unless it's a thriller. But this particular spoiler was for I don't know if it's really a trope so much as like a trend that I'm kind of seeing in certain books. And I don't want to elaborate on it because I don't want to spoil it for other people who are bothered by spoilers. But this is a particular thing that some books have done that I don't like at all. It's something that gives me like a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress, and I don't like to be stressed when I read. There's a reason like I don't read tragic endings, and this one's not a tragic ending that I know of, but I don't read tragic endings at all because they cause me a lot of stress, and I don't read to be stressed. I read to have fun. So this is just another one of those things. It's not tragic endings, but it's another thing that certain books do that I really, really don't like. However, I've had so many people tell me that I will like it, that it's one of those things. And there have been books that have done this that I did end up liking it. And sometimes it does help if I know going in that this is going to be a thing, because then I like can kind of prepare for it, and it ends up being something that I really like. One of my absolute favorite books of all time also does this, and I love it in that book. But I don't like when it comes up unexpectedly. So I did DNF the second book back in like February or March, I think. Maybe even January. I'm not really sure. But I've had so many people tell me to push through, that they know me, that I'm going to end up liking it, that it's going to be fine, that I just have to push through it real quick, and then it'll be something that I'm going to end up really enjoying. And so I am trusting these people. And I've been putting this off for months, but I think I'm finally ready. So this weekend, I am planning to binge read the entire Crave series, or at least what's out so far. So I am excited and terrified. We're gonna see how it goes. But I have the first 3 books on my TBR. If you saw my September TBR, I accidentally put the first, second, and 4th book on the TBR because I didn't realize they were out of order on my shelf. Like, I know which I know them in order, but I was just not paying attention and didn't realize that they were out of order on my shelf, so I just grabbed the next book, and it was the 4th book. So we're actually going to be reading Crave, Crush, and Covet, and then Court is the 4th one. I'm planning to read all 4, but only the first 3 are like on my official TBR. And I'm going to bring y'all with me because I don't want to read them alone, and I'm probably going to have thoughts, and I'm probably going to freak out the whole time. And I'm going to do it as spoiler-free as I possibly can. So no worries there if spoilers bother you. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. And we are going to go in with positive thoughts. Alright, so first, before we do that, I do need to do a couple of things around the house, chores, whatnot, and then we will sit down, and start this book. I'm a little scared, but also a little excited. And I've been talking for 11.5 minutes now, so I will stop rambling. Let's go do things. Slight change of plans. Not really change of plans, more like addition to plans. So this room, kind of echoey in here right now, but this room is my brother's old room slash what my husband and I are currently using as like our office. And we recently just moved the bed out of here into the guest room because my parents wanted that bed in that room. That's a whole other story. But basically we have a ton of space in here now because there's no longer a bed in here. There's just my husband's desk, my desk, and our TV really. So my husband and I have been sharing this desk over here since we moved in, and like it's fine. It's a huge desk, like it works, but we do kind of feel like we're on top of each other, and it just kind of gets a little bit complicated when he's home. So granted, like it's fine, he's not even home half the time, but I do feel like I want my own space kind of. So I'm considering taking my desk that's over there, that's kind of like in the corner, not really being used, and putting it back over here. The problem with my desk is it's like this wide. Like it's not really meant to be a desk. It's meant to be one of those like little tables that you put behind your couch. So it barely fits a monitor and a keyboard. I don't have a laptop. I don't have a computer at all. I use my husband's gaming computer. And so I have to have like the monitor and the keyboard and all that, and it doesn't really fit on the desk that well. But my mom has this thing that you put on top of your desk to make it a stand-up desk, and she doesn't use it. So she said that I could use it. So I might try and see if that fits on top of my desk, because that's like wider than my desk. So if I can like center it, I think it'll be stable enough, and then I can stand, but also I can lower it so that if I want to sit, it'll still be like a good height. And then I kind of have my own space again, and it might be a little bit better than what I've been doing. So we're gonna try it. And honestly, we need to reorganize this room anyways, because it is kind of a mess. So it's super dark in here. This room does not get a lot of light. This is as high as I can get the ISO without making like the picture look really bad. So it is what it is. But we're gonna kind of move some things around and see where we end up. Okay, so this is what the room looks like right now. Like I said, not like super great. That's my mom's cat's litter box. That has to stay because technically this is the cat's bedroom. Yes, my mother is one of those people who gave her cat an entire bedroom. So that little table over there is my desk that my husband's just been using to like put some extra stuff on because I've been using this half of his desk. And you can see like we've got like a bunch of mail there that's not sorted. We've got like my cart, like the cat food, and like the computers down there. And so like it works, like we can both fit here. Like we've got his gaming chair that usually sits right here, and then this desk chair that I borrowed from my mom that sits right here, and like it works, but like we're on top of each other. So I just kind of think like I'll give him his whole desk back and then see what I can do with that. But let me go get the stand-up part and see what that looks like. Okay, so this is the like stand-up desk part. It's so much wider. It's got like legs, and I think it's adjustable. I don't really know. I think I'm just gonna move my desk over here on this wall, so like my husband can be over there and I can be over here. Or maybe I'll move him over here and keep my desk under the window. Nah, I don't want to do all that. We're just gonna move me over here for now and see how that goes and see how this fits on top of it. It shouldn't be too hard to just move that. We're gonna start slow just in case this doesn't work out, and then we can quit. Okay, so here's the final product for my side of the room. So just enjoying the chair, and that goes up. So I think this will work out pretty well. It's super simple, nothing like overly special. I'm not gonna like obnoxiously decorate it or like hang anything up or anything because we're here temporarily. We're probably not even gonna be here that much longer, hopefully. So, but now I have kind of like a dedicated editing space. My husband's side of the room is kind of a mess now, but I'm gonna let him organize that however he wants now that he has extra space. And I think we'll both be happy. Yes, I know. Soda. Quit being a drama queen. Soda. Cooper's not hurting you. He wants to play. Let him play. Am I allowed to read yet, guys? I've been trying. And you won't let me read my book. Taking that as a no. Cooper, can we not abuse the poor old man? Thank you. Everyone, so it is Saturday morning. I didn't get a lot of reading done yesterday, but I had a lot of like editing and different things to do, so I just didn't end up having like the time or really the energy, if we're being honest, to do a lot of reading. But I'm like 150 pages into Crave, and not gonna lie, I'm not enjoying it as much as the first time I read it, and I think that's because I know the thing that I'm not looking forward to, so it's kind of like not really ruining the experience, but it's changing the experience for sure. I'm still like flying through it. Like, it's still a really quick read despite it looking very large. That took me like half an hour, so maybe 45 minutes. So I think I can finish it today for sure. Maybe even the second one, we'll see. But I do have some more editing that I need to do today, and we're just kind of playing today by ear. It is Saturday, and so we are not going anywhere. It's also Labor Day weekend, so we've got like a nice 3-day weekend, and it's just me and my husband here, which is a nice change for once. It's been a while since it's been just us. So we're just gonna kind of see how this weekend goes. We don't have any plans, and we did that on purpose. I don't know if I talked about how I got sick in Colorado in this vlog, but I have been started on a new medication to try and prevent that from happening again. But one of the side effects of this medication when you first start it could be nausea, and I have emetophobia, so that could go downhill very quickly. So I'm gonna try to get like the editing and stuff done earlier in the day while I still feel okay, and hopefully I took it with food this morning in the hopes that that doesn't happen. This is the first time I'm taking it, so we're gonna see how it goes. But if I end up out of commission for the rest of the weekend, we may have to end this vlog early, but we're gonna do our best. So I'm gonna go finish editing. Okay, so it's early afternoon. I've read like another 100 pages of Crave, finished all of my editing that I needed to do for tomorrow, so that's done. And I'm enjoying Crave, but like, I have thoughts. So, thought number one, I did not realize how cringy this book was the first time I read it. Like, now that I'm paying more attention and like less, like the first time I read it I was just completely obsessed with the romance, and that was like the only thing that I could focus on. Now that I'm rereading it, it's kind of like, wow, I did not realize how cringy some of these lines are. And it's not like it's not like a sappy way, it's more just like so many pop culture references. I don't personally like pop culture references in books, especially like music. Like, this book is like, oh yeah, we were listening to this specific song by this specific artist that's like popular in like 2020 or 2019. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't like pop culture references in books personally. So like that keeps throwing me off now. And I don't remember doing that the first time that I read it. And I also think I'm just having a harder time with the whole thing since I am trying not to focus on the romance this go around, because of the things that I know are coming. So I'm trying to focus on just like the story and like just get through the first book so I remember what happens so that I can then get to the rest of the series. So it's not to say that I'm not enjoying it. Like, I am. It is still a good, fun read. It's definitely a little cringy, but like, let's be honest, I don't care about that all that much. So I'm still enjoying it, and I am flying through it. I'm like 250 pages in, so I'm about halfway, and I've really only spent like maybe an hour and a half reading it total. So I will definitely finish this today, but I do kind of want to take a little bit of a break. So it's September 2nd or 3rd now, so I want to decorate for fall. Now, most of y'all know we are currently staying with my parents right now, so like, this is not my house. All of my fall decorations are in our storage unit, so I can't actually get to any of those right now. But I went up into the attic and found my mom's fall decorations, and she and my dad are gone for the week. So I think I'm going to surprise them with fall decorations when they come back. Unless they watch this video, in which case, hi Mom, I'm decorating your house for fall. Don't be mad. So, I have no idea what kind of fall decoration she has. I only found one box, and she has like 30 Christmas decoration boxes, so we don't have a whole lot, but we're gonna see what we can get. And I also convinced my husband to take me out a little bit later so I can get a pumpkin spice something from Starbucks. I'm thinking Frappuccino. I don't really like coffee, unless it's like one of those drinks where you can't really taste the coffee in it, so I'm kind of thinking pumpkin spice Frappuccino. I just want pumpkin something so it feels like fall. But I think we're gonna see if we can decorate a little bit for fall, and then we'll go from there. So, let's go. So I'm like halfway through Crave now, and I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm still liking it. I still think it's a good book, but I am definitely experiencing it differently this go around. And I really just at this point kind of want to just like get through the first book, or however long I have to get through until the thing that I'm dreading happens, so that I can know if that's going to ruin it for me or not. So I just want to like get it over with, you know? Like, I just want it to be done. But I also kind of really want to watch a movie today. I really want to watch Snow White and the Huntsman. I used to love that movie, and I haven't seen it in like years. But I don't know if I want to watch it now or if I want to watch it like in the evening. If I watch it in the evening, I can probably get my husband to watch it with me. So I don't know. I kind of want to keep reading because I'm halfway through Crave now. So I maybe a little bit over halfway actually. So I could definitely finish this today if I really wanted to. Or I could watch a movie. Or I could do something else. I think I'm going to keep reading though. And then maybe watch a movie. So I finished Crave. I finished it. So I don't really know what to say. I mean, I've read it before. I loved it the first time, and I still liked it the second time, and I think it's because I know certain things. I couldn't let myself enjoy this one, you know? In preparation for things that are coming, so, and it was really hard not to, like, there was like this war in my mind the whole time I was reading between like wanting to fall back in love with it and not letting myself. And I think because I was forcing myself not to focus on the romance in this book, I was kind of noticing all of the like cringy aspects of it, like the terrible awful jokes and the sappiness and the millions of pop culture references, and so it just wasn't as good the second time. That's not to say that it's a bad book. Like, it's a great book, and I'm gonna read the next one. I am. And I loved it the first time that I read it. And this time I didn't love it, and I think it's really just because I couldn't let myself love it because I know things. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the second book, and I don't know if this whole journey is gonna be painful or not. I own the first 4 books, which are all that's out right now. If by, like, I own them, so I'm going to read them. If by the end of book 4 I'm still feeling this way, I'm not gonna bother continuing on with the series. But every single person that I have talked to has told me that I'm going to change my mind, that I'm going to love the series, and that everything is gonna be okay. So I am trusting these people because, again, it's not that it's a bad book. It's a great book. I just really hate this one thing that I know is coming. So we're going to keep going. It's going to be fine. I'm going to trust the people that have told me to keep going. That's what we're going to do.